that will not yield.
Good game, Lions. Good game. I'm over here enjoying myself. What a game. 30 years in the making. Wow. Almost my half my life. Let's see, let me get this set up. Let me get this set up. Just came on here for a little bit. Boom. Boom. Antoinette, April Showers, welcome in. Welcome in. Over here just enjoying my Lions victory. What can I say? What can I say? I'm about to pour me a little drink and take a shot. Thank you guys for coming in. Scott McNeil, welcome in. Welcome in on this glorious day. Playoff weekend. You had some teams that rose to the occasion, well, and some teams that didn't. I had somebody talking to me a long time about different football games. I'm glad the Lions came through. April, 66 days until my first cruise. April, what cruise are you going on again? Nice win. It was a very, very nice win. Hold on. Let me show you what I'm drinking. A blended malt Scott whiskey. Boop. Monkey shoulder. Thank you. Thank you. Travel Adventures with Eric B. Welcome in. Carnival Sunshine. You will enjoy it. Guaranteed. It's about 1 degree here, maybe -1. And I would love to be on a cruise right now. I have a cruise coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I have a cruise coming up Thursday, but it's so cold here. So cold here. I didn't even go out to enjoy the game. Normally, I would have went downtown or went to a bar or something like that to watch the game, watch the playoff game. But it was just too cold. Just too cold. Let me do something real quick. I always forget some things you can't do in StreamYard, so I have to pull up my tab in case I have to do some things. Let's see, live. Boom. There we go. Now I'm good to go. Why is it not showing me the entire chat? There we go. So how's everybody else day going today? Eric B says it's 55 here, but a cold front is coming. 31, 18 Tuesday and Wednesday. Yikes. It's still better, it's still better than it is here. I mean, come on, man. I got a cruise. I got a cruise Thursday. Hold on. What days are Tuesday and Wednesday? I got a cruise Thursday. I can't come down there. I mean, it will be warmer than it is here, but come on, man. I'm not going down there to Florida to be cold. And Deanie, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here, my friend. A 3-day cruise. I can't afford I can't afford wasting the first day because it's cold. I need it to be hot down there so I can enjoy the time on the ship while I'm in port. I'm going out of Port Canaveral. Port Canaveral. Wish I was going out of like Miami for a little further south. But it's an MSC ship, so last time they handled it pretty well. You know, when I went out to New York, they handled the cold pretty well, so it still should be good. No complaints. I'd rather be on a cruise down there in 60-degree weather than up here in minus 2-degree weather. Man, I don't know how many of you are into football, but what a game. And the title of the chat is Victory Formation. Whenever you have the game in hand and you're trying to run out the clock, you go the offense usually gets in what's called a victory formation. And I was able to see my Lions do that tonight to burn out the last minute and a half of the clock. So what a game. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, you can see I'm a little excited. A little excited. Oh, here, let me do my shot. The Astute Tourist. Whoop. This is a shot glass from the Astute Tourist. Jimmy, the Astute Tourist. I'm doing a shot out of his glass. A whiskey shot. Cheers to the Lions. Oh, that burns. That burns. But it's a good burn. Probably would have been nicer if I had a chaser. So what is everybody else up to tonight? It's 11:48. What are you guys doing up still? Oh, tomorrow's a holiday. So if you have to work, I'm assuming that some of you might have the day off. Luckily for me, when you're retired, every day is a day off. Even though doing this YouTube, my goodness, YouTube did I tell you it's work? I have a video coming out tomorrow, Monday at 5 p.m. It is, let's see, what's tomorrow? I think it's the Jubilee in Honduras, Mahogany Bay. So if you get a chance, go check that out. I know a lot of people are going to try to take advantage of the day by having it off. So hopefully you're not having weather issues where you can enjoy the 3-day weekend. Big Rooster, welcome in, Big Rooster. How's it going? Just up here talking about the Lions. Well, talking about cruising too, but the Lions and victory formation, beating the Rams. What a good game. What a good game. It had been, I mean, God knows how long, 30 years since the Lions won a home playoff game. And guess what? They won today. Thanks to the Cowboys going Cowboys, they got another playoff game next weekend. I mean, what thank you, Cowboys. Here we go. Thank you, Cowboys. Thank you for cheating last week to get to play the Green Bay Packers this week. Thank you, Cowboys. We owe you a lot here in Detroit. Let me know where you're going to be, because I know next weekend we'll be playing here. You're going to be in Cancun or someplace, Cowboys? Where you going to be? Wherever you're going to be, let me know. I'm going to send you a bottle or something down there. I'm having fun, people. I'm having fun, and I know you. Again, people, if you're a Cowboy fan, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I mean, I am glad we won, and the Cowboys lost, but I know that feeling. Your game was such a blowout. If Cowboys fan, it was such a blowout. It wasn't even fun. I mean, you didn't have. It wasn't like a heartbreaker. I mean, I know it hurt to lose, but Big Rooster, yes, yes, I agree. It wasn't a heartbreaker. It was like from the first quarter on. From the first quarter on, the Cowboys, it was over. It was like, what's going on here? Controversial cruising. Scott, welcome in, Scott. Warm Strong After Hours. Yes, we are having a little drinky poo. Hold on, let me get one more shot, and that'll be it for me for the night. Oops. I should get a chaser, but I'm not. Thank you, Scott. Scott, this is what I'm drinking. Monkey Shoulder Blended Malt Scott whiskey. Yeah, that Dallas game. I mean, very rarely do you see games like that. Well, I'm from Detroit. I do see games like that quite a bit, but I didn't expect it from Dallas. I thought this might have been the year for Dallas. The way they started playing towards the end, I thought it might be their year. But then again, I didn't account for Cowboys going Cowboys. Dak going Dak. I didn't. I keep forgetting how strong the force is down there. I mean, they just kept talking about how they're gonna get rid of the coach. And controversial. See, I got my astute tourist glass, the astute tourist shot glass. So that's what I'm drinking out of. Thank you, Jimmy. I'm not doing a complete shot this time. I'm just gonna sip. Now, let me. Next week, if the Lions win, yeah, we're going to be doing the Cohiba from Havana, Cuba, the Cuban cigar. That's for next week. Next week's win. So I'll have a drink and my Cuban cigar next week. I get back from my cruise on Sunday. I get back on Sunday, and I'm gonna try to make it back home. We have the night. I do believe we have the night game. I have to check to make sure. Hopefully, it's 8:00 at night, and I can make it back home. The Houston Texans. That game did shock me. That game shocked me. I mean, the Browns defense, they just didn't show up. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm counting on. I got money on Philadelphia losing. I do believe that Tampa Bay is going to beat Philadelphia. People don't believe it, so I think they're going to beat them. I think they're going to beat them. Carmen for the win. Hey, Carmen, welcome in from Detroit. Is it cold enough for you here? How about them Lions? How about them Lions? Go Lions. It should be a couple of good games. I don't know why they just didn't play all the games like over this weekend instead of. I know it's a holiday. I don't know why they didn't play it and gonna put it on Monday. It kind of makes the whatever team makes it, they play like a short have a short week, which I just don't like that. But hey, the Lions not doing it, so nah, whatever. Yes, go Lions! Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and if I had all my stuff up here, I would play the song for Lions fight song. I'd play it for you. Some old school song. Oh, Pittsburgh's got a game tomorrow. I'm torn with him. I mean, it's tough to hate a guy that's never had a losing season, but I'm torn. I mean, I think it would be tough for you guys to move on, but if you did, I would understand it because he hasn't put you in a position to win the big games. It's freezing here. Last time I looked at the temp, it was 7 degrees. Oh no, you haven't looked in a while. You have not looked in a while. Hold on. I live a little outside Detroit. Whoops. That's what it is here. 0. I wore my Lions t-shirt all day. I didn't wear it all day. I didn't wear my Lions jersey all day. I sat here and watched football all day. This is a great time of year. Last week, Michigan won the national championship, the Natty. Lions won a playoff game. What is this world coming to? I had a smile on my face all day, all week. I've been doing good. Eminem is in the crowds giving the hype speech at the beginning of the show or the beginning of the broadcast. Yeah, Tomlin. I don't know. I don't like the way he lets the star players get away with murder and not playing, not hustling. That just doesn't sound like a Pittsburgh team. I mean, Pittsburgh team was always a hard working and everybody worked. You look at Hines Ward. I mean, the receiver Hines Ward. I mean, when I think of receiver, it's like that's what I'm thinking of. Not somebody telling me I didn't keep the block because I didn't want to get hurt. I never heard a receiver say that out loud. They might have done it. I never heard them say it out loud. You're right. I did just check, and it's 1 degree. Yeah, that sounds more like it. 7 degrees. We'd go for that. 7 degrees. Ooh. Let's see. So what's been happening on the YouTube streets today, other than the football? Because I gotta go to Los Angeles, see what they're talking about in Los Angeles, and then I gotta go to Dallas and see what they're talking about in Dallas. Last I heard, they were talking about getting rid of the head coach. Well, thinking about it, we don't know what's going to happen to him. He loses in the first round. He has one of the best records in the league and loses in the first round every year. Big Rooster. I mean, Pittsburgh. I could see doing it because of how Pittsburgh has been doing, but the Pittsburgh ownership is too loyal. They just haven't. They've only had my lifetime probably had 3 coaches, and it's been crazy. All weekend. It's a good time of year. I hate it so much. Like after the Super Bowl, I hate it so much because it's literally nothing to watch on TV. And you got to forgive me. I'm from Detroit with the Detroit Pistons, and I think we won 3 games all year. So I mean, it's tough. Pistons are a tough watch. Red Wings, they might sneak into the playoffs. See, Belichick, he's not the guy. He's not the guy. It's been proven. We all went back, Big Rooster, whether or not it was Belichick or Tom Brady. I think we got our answer. I mean, Tom Brady was just he was a great quarterback. He was a great quarterback, made the right decisions. Belichick hasn't won anything since, and I mean, could he come over to Dallas and do something? I don't know. Kal-El, welcome in. Over here, just we're talking a little football, little football, little cruising, little this, little that, little weather. Having a drink or two, a little celebration drink or two. Yeah, I don't. It'll be interesting to see whether or not they bring Belichick in. Please do, please make um, keep Dan Quinn as your defensive coordinator. Keep or bring Pat Patricia over your defensive coordinator. I used to say Tom was a system quarterback. Was I wrong? Belichick didn't do nothing before Brady either. He didn't. He didn't do anything. That I mean, again, I wouldn't bring him in here. I wouldn't bring him in. I don't think he's the guy. I think he's a good coach. I think he knows the rules. I think he presses the rules, without cheating too much. But I don't think he is. I think Tom Brady was what made that team go, because he went down to Tampa and he did the same thing. He just got old. Brady did like Kobe didn't, and prove he could win on his own. Again, now he went to Tampa. Tampa Bay had a stacked team, and they needed a little push to get over. And Tom Brady, he came in there and did it. He came in there and did it. Congratulations to the Lions. Salute. McCarthy, the Cowboys coach, he has some issues. If you can't win, if you can't get over that next hump, there's a problem. I mean, you have a problem. And Jerry Jones, it doesn't seem like he's not loyal. He's not like a Rooney over in Pittsburgh, where the loyalty. Okay, well, you had a winning season. Okay, you're here for life. No, Jerry Jones is liable to get rid of him. I mean, Jimmy Johnson, they just put his number up the Ring of Honor. He was one of the greatest coaches in Dallas history. He was only there for 4 years before they got rid of him. People forget Packers know how to approach their former coach, and they got that win. Yeah. What Kobe? Hold on. What Kobe did? Brady did like Kobe did, and proved he could win on his own. He was Romo. Why? Yeah, he was Romo. He was loyal to Romo. But Dak is kind of the same way. Regular season, there's like, here's this player. I mean, they were at the beginning of the game. They were talking like in the MVP conversation. Congratulations to Lions fans. Well deserved. Thank you, Mike. Welcome in, Clock. Beep. Listen, I tell folks that Dallas backup plays better than Dak when he's in. I mean, regular season, Dak was good. Dak was good. He had a couple of, I mean, it's kind of like Jared Goff. I mean, you get him on the road, you have a few problems. But Tua, like Miami Tua, you get him out of his element, and all of a sudden, he's pretty average. Calvin Johnson back in his prime. But you know what the problem with having like somebody like Calvin Johnson for the Lions? When Stafford was here, that's all he would do. Calvin Johnson. I'm in trouble. Lob it up. Calvin to get it. And to win games, you need more than just one player. You know, the Rams with Stafford, I mean, they were spreading the ball around the field. The Lions spreading the ball around the field. You can't have just that one. And, you know, Calvin was making a ton of money. Stafford was making a ton of money. You had Sue here making a ton of money, and you had no money for anybody else. So the best thing that happened to us was when Matthew Stafford got traded, and we got young talent, you know, draft picks, and we were able to get younger players, cheaper contracts, and we could build a team. And the Lions, what they did was last year the defense was terrible. They made a choice this year. Hey, you know what we're going to do? We're gonna stop the run. You know, we may not be able to stop the pass that well, but we're going to stop the run and make teams go one dimensional on us. And so far, it's worked this year. They haven't been terrible on defense, and they've been able to stop most running backs. Now the passing, I mean, again, we give up a lot of yards passing, a lot of big plays. Carmen says, defend the den, Detroit Lions. Exactly. True grit. Tua wouldn't be nothing without Tyreek Hill. Tyreek, I was just saying it yesterday. That young man is amazing. He's amazing and durable. Tua is young and had a lot of injuries. Yeah, he's probably one concussion away from not playing anymore. Emily, welcome in. Calvin was unstoppable, though. He was a huge mismatch. He was huge. He was, but towards the end, his hands were all messed up. If you ever saw his hands, and he started to fumble a lot and drop passes towards the end. I mean, Stafford was getting him murdered. He was just throwing the ball up, and people were just teeing off on him. Stafford was getting him murdered, just like Stafford did his tight end today. He got his tight end almost murdered there. And a good Tom Brady wouldn't do that. Tom Brady wouldn't lead you across, you know, to a safety so he have a free shot at you. Cal, I'm not gonna lie, it was sad to see Pete Carroll go. I was shocked by it, but Pete Carroll is old. Pete Carroll is old. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Tyreek for MVP. Tyreek was, he was amazing. To be like, you know, you think of him like a slot receiver. He's amazing. Well, look who made it in. How about them Cowboys, Z? Let's have a toast to those Cowboys. Bronze Flat Power God, thank you. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Pete, he got stagnant. He had a team that was just good enough, you know, just about playoff, capable. I mean, he wasn't getting better. So I can understand why some of these decisions are made. Yeah, Calvin and Cam Newton were so big and caused mixed matches to the point that they took a lot of dirty hits. People forget how good Cam Newton was. I mean, everybody clowns on him now and the way he dresses. They forget how big he was and running the ball and scoring. They forget how good Cam Newton was. You know, I've been doing that I've been doing that all day, talking about the Cowboys. But you know what? It's not even the Cowboys. It's the Cowboy fans. But the Cowboys, I'd never expected to see them get spanked like they did today. Yeah, not a good day. It wasn't. I mean, I don't know what you guys are going to do, Z. You guys might change coaches. I don't know if that's the problem, but definitely Dan Quinn did not have the defense ready to go today. I mean, it's almost like he didn't look at any game plan of what Green Bay likes to do. I don't know. He makes Geno look really good. Geno surprised me at how well he bounced back. He's been having a good year this year, or he was having a good year this year. And he was making Russ look good. Yeah, Russ. I don't know. Russ. He met Kiera and all of a sudden he forgot all about football. I guess Cam was awesome. His attitude is what got him ousted from the league. He did have a little bit of attitude. He did have a little bit of attitude, but in this league, a lot of people have attitudes. Bronze, Jerry and his family is their problem. Yes, I mean, in a way, yes. He overreacts, and like this team, the Dallas team right now, they need to be tweaked, not blown up. But what they're going to do is send out this entire coaching staff, bring in a whole new defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. So I mean, this team needs to be tweaked instead of blown up. And I think they're going to blow it up and get rid of the entire coaching staff. I could be mistaken, but I don't know. I think they have some decent players. I just think that they need. I think they'll get a new coach, new coaching staff, and we'll see what happens. Oh, come on. Tom Brady had an attitude and cried a lot, but no one bring that up. He did. He complained and yelled, and it wasn't the same. We'll get a new job. I never did like Rodgers' attitude. He would beat the Lions, but I never did like his attitude. I didn't like the way he treated like. And I understand if you bring in a new quarterback and it's kind of your replacement, you don't want to help him out. But it's like I don't think he did a whole lot to help out the backup quarterbacks for Green Bay. Towards the end with Love, I think he started to come around a little bit. Brady backed it up. Brady did. But you do see you do see some of these players, and it's like it's good to see when players talk and they can back it up. Rodgers, I got to give it to him. He's a good quarterback. I got to give it to Love. Love, that to be a young quarterback like he is, he couldn't miss. He was making all the right decisions. How much is that? How much is that to him, or how much of it was the Dallas defensive coordinator? I don't know, but he was making some fantastic throws. And yes, Favre didn't do the same for Rodgers, and he kind of did the same thing to his backup too. Z says, yeah, the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys should not have gotten an argument with his girlfriend. No, Z, you say that every time he has a bad game. He didn't get into an argument with his girlfriend. He had a bad game. They were ready for him. Rodgers overrated. The way they talked about him. You think he got 4 or 5 rings? I take Breeze over. Well, no. And again, Green Bay never put anything around Rodgers when he was coming up. I mean, they started towards the end. They started trying to get him a back and some receivers, but he was throwing to nobodies. My thing. I like to see a quarterback make unknown players better, and I didn't see that with a lot of quarterbacks like the Lions had. And Rodgers, they did it. They would still be there fighting with people that you'd never heard of before. Najuma Brown, welcome in. Welcome in. Bill on here to have a party and catching it. How about them Cowboys? No, I'm over that now. I mean, Cowboys. I mean, they're thinking about where their vacation home is going to be at. They're going to Cancun or someplace. I'm not thinking about the Cowboys anymore. Just like last year and the year before that and the year before that, they're trying to figure out where vacation time is. So now the now is who do we play? Philadelphia or Tampa Bay? I got money on Tampa Bay winning tomorrow. I think Tampa Bay is going to beat Philly. Philly. Well, they brought in Pat Patricia to be the defensive coach. You got to be kidding me. But you live and learn. I know he says he made the one greatest call in Super Bowl history, defensive call in Super Bowl history. You live and learn. They brought him in, and they haven't. I don't think they've won a game since. No, maybe one. But I think they have the talent to. The Philadelphia has the talent to win, but they got some injuries here, and the mojo going into this game is not good. I mean, they've been getting beat badly. I mean, it's very bad losses. Can the coach turn it around? Could be. They probably have the better talent. You're gloating just a little bit, just a little. Let's go Eagles. Ravens versus 49ers in Super Bowl matchup. No. The path has been set. Lions, Ravens, Super Bowl. Kal-El, Eagles defense, booty juice. Yeah. But in the beginning of the year, it wasn't. I mean, again, they had their problems, but again, you brought in Pat Patricia, who Darius Slay, he shipped out of town because of his attitude, and I'm sure the other defensive players that he's getting on their nerves. I mean, Pat Patricia, that was just a bad call there. I don't know what was going on in Philadelphia at the time. But we'll see. But Lions, Ravens, that'd be a good Super Bowl. Even though the Ravens dusted us off earlier in the year, I would like to see that Super Bowl. Trish got to go. She got too much drama. I can't believe Matt Patricia is still getting a job. He was with Belichick, and they were winning games, but it wasn't because of the defense was shutting people down. It was Tom Brady. No matter what the score was, Tom Brady always kept you in the game. And now we're seeing it. Now we're seeing how that happens. Well, everybody, I just came on for a second to have a drink with you, talk about the Lions win and Cowboys loss, but mostly the Lions win. And I'm going to get ready to get off here. Flacco, he finally went Flacco today, but yes. But see, smoke and mirrors. I'm not a Flacco fan, and you don't want him to be your quarterback, but he had a couple of a string of games that were good, but I think we started seeing the true Flacco this game, and Cleveland, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Now is Deshaun Watson? Well, you made that bet, so now you got to lie in it. You paid him $230 million guaranteed, so you're stuck with that. I mean, that's you got to. Hopefully, he can do it, but you got probably a top 5 defense, and you just need a quarterback to manage the game. Thanks for having Thanks for stopping in. Good to hear your opinion about the game. Thank you, Emily. Thanks for being here. Never been a Raven fan, but it's hard not to like and respect Lamar Jackson. I like Lamar, and he worked on his passing game. I didn't think he was going to survive trying to run the ball. I didn't think he was going to survive, but now he's learned how to sit back in the pocket and throw the ball, and he's throwing pretty accurately. He's becoming dangerous. Right now, I'd probably say he's the MVP. Deshaun was super nice in Houston, but yeah, hope he gets it right. But anyway, everybody, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming in. Go Lions. Next weekend, Sunday night, I believe it's Sunday at 2 p.m. Watch the Lions, and I'll be back live next Sunday so we can talk about the game, Lions victory. So I will talk to you soon. Appreciate you stopping in here. Make sure you stay strong and embrace the journey. Take care.